Hello, everybody on Facebook and all over the world. This is 7 o'clock in Dayton, Kentucky, and you're watching Secret Ireland Tours with May. Tonight, I have a very special guest. I've been looking forward to this for so long, but I've managed to pin her down. Her name is Maria Schmidt, and she is the owner of Haunted Journeys. Maria, you're very welcome to Secret Ireland Tours with May.
Hi, May. How are you? If it wasn't for this incredible lockdown we have all over our city, I'm not sure I would be here. I'm just kidding. I am so delighted to be here.
I'm delighted to have you. It's fantastic. You are my very first guest.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
So Maria, you are the owner of hauntedjourneys.com.
Yeah.
And what happens there? What do you do?
Well, Haunted Journeys was started about 6 years ago when my husband and I owned a very haunted inn. It was a Seven Sisters Inn in Florida. And we were on Ghost Hunters show, very active property, very old property from 1889.
Wow.
The problem was it was a beautiful Victorian. We found that there was a gap in tourism promotion for properties that were very historical and yet very haunted.
Yeah.
So we found that perhaps not only could we help ourselves, but we can help others that are sharing our space to compete against 20, 30-year-old or even 2-year-old properties that were billed as just basically box spaces and didn't have the history, didn't have the charisma that these older properties have. So we decided to start a new concept called Haunted Journeys, where anyone that is interested in looking at haunted tourism as a option for what I call soft adventure tourism could come and find out where their closest or where their target cities haunted properties are, including the hotels, the inns. We have resorts. We even have campgrounds. We also have in that where you can look per the area, ghost tours and even events.
Yeah.
Also for visitation of old historical museums that are haunted, asylums, everything that you can imagine. One thing that I love about the website is that it's got a lot of options for free places that you can go that essentially you don't have to pay. Like, for instance, very haunted woods, cemeteries, etc., that are open to the public within reason, within any specific regulations. And we always say you have to respect the property. You have to respect if there are owners or restrictions on each of the properties.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's essentially, it's an adventure tour that goes into these places, and the response has been magnificent because these properties need representation.
Yeah.
They are not represented.
Maria, so anyone who'd want to contact you, what would your website? Tell everybody about your website now, and we'll do it again at the end of the program.
Thank you. It's very simple. It's www.hauntedjourneys.com. Hauntedjourneys.com.
So if anyone wanted a special tour that takes in all haunted places, that's the place to go to explore the website. It's a great website, Maria, and you do a fantastic amount of work, and you really know your stuff, so you do. But anyhow, we wanted to talk about the tours that we are doing together.
This is the exciting part. And May and I met by coincidence. I was speaking at the Victory and Light Metaphysical Expo down in Cincinnati, Ohio. It is a megaplex. It is thousands and thousands of people. And I think there's about, 500 vendors. And I just got sucked right into May's booth. And I see in front of me the secrets of Ireland. I spoke to May. May told me that I don't deal with this as most tour companies do. I bring you my country. We go to the places that nobody else goes. Essentially, the secrets of Ireland. I go to places that are known to me. So it's like when I stop in a city that I don't know, I don't go to a tourist for information. I go to people that live there. Where do you have your best breakfasts? Where do you have your best dinners? Tell me about your hole in the walls where I can get the better experience of your town. That's exactly what May does. She shows us Ireland from the perspective of someone who has lived there most of her life and knows every nook and cranny and all the secret places that have been unexploited, unexplored by others. So when I saw that, I said, this is a perfect fit. And I asked her, I said, would you mind going into a realm where we bring out that the supernatural, the haunted within all the sections of Ireland? Because you know what? Ireland is known for being extremely haunted.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Like it or leave it. It is known. Yeah. And she said, no, that's part of our history. That's part of what we are. And from there, I believe our history began.
Yeah. Well, of course, we are concentrating on the 2 tours that we're doing. I've told my followers before that it is during the Halloween time. And as we said before, we have 2 tours. The first one starts on October the 26th and it goes on until November the 3rd. And then the second one, people are coming in on October the 30th and they're going on until November the 7th. But the great thing, we were working on this for quite a while, but the magic of the 2 tours is that for October the 31st and November the 1st, Halloween time, the 2 tours are going to overlap. Overlap, yes. And it's going to be fantastic. And the highlight of the tour is Leap Castle. Now, you are so looking forward to going to Leap Castle, Maria.
I am, and I'm a little hesitant because I heard the place is unbelievably haunted and unbelievably, just penetrated with spirit. So yes, I'm very much looking forward to that.
Yes, there's so many places that we're going, and for anyone who hasn't, because I'm sure you'll be sharing this out, and for anyone who hasn't seen our website or the itinerary, if you go to secretirelandtoursllc.com, and if you go to, then look for Secret Haunted Journey to Ireland page. And if you open that up, you can see the itinerary, all the haunted places and the fantastic places we're going. Actually, behind me, you can see Sligo.
Tell us where Sligo is.
Yes.
Tell us where Sligo is, because
Sligo is in the northwest.
Most people like to go to Dublin, and that's kind of where they stick.
Well, Dublin is one side. You'll be flying into Dublin, but we will be going right up the country to the northwest. And that place there, I would have spent my time walking on that beach. It's that's Strandhill, beautiful part of the country. But not alone will we be seeing haunted castles and abbeys and also houses and everything. We're going to see, by the ways, the burial place of Bram Stoker's parents. They happen to be buried in Sligo town. And we're going to so many haunted places, but I want to show you the country. And I want to show you the beauty of the country. So we'll be hitting some coastal drives, and we'll be going to the highest cliffs in Europe. And there's so much we're going to see. And what Maria came up with, because she's a genius, she came up with a contest. Do you want to tell us about the contest?
Oh yeah, it's I don't know about, you're Irish, and so you don't have the perspective as Americans. Americans feel like Ireland is a mystery to us. It's one of those magical mysteries. When you say, well, we're going to go over to Greece, that's nice. We're going to go over to Spain, that's nice. I mean, it's still a wonderful privilege. But when you say Ireland, this little red flag that goes up and say, it's magical, it's a mystery. And so that is something that I wanted to try to expose, to sort of bring out. And I found this incredible book that during my research I have used. And I said, you know what, I'm going to purchase 3 of these books. And I love to give them away because the book is absolutely incredible. It is breathtaking. It's called A Haunted Castle.
Lovely. Lift it up another bit higher. Lift it up a little bit higher. That's beautiful.
That's written in Ireland. And the book it's a big book, and it has all these stories and just
beautiful.
The pictures of all the different castles. And it's covers not just the history, but the haunted part.
Yes.
The author is Richard Jones, and he is a well-respected, not just author and historian, but he's also a ghost, paranormal investigator as well. So he comes in from a perspective of finesse, respecting the history, but candidly sharing the stories, the ghost stories in there. And you can just sit by a fire or anywhere and just start reading these books. And it has a map, so it tells you where these places are. And it's just,
Lovely.
the stories are beautiful. They're short because it has to cover many, many haunted castles.
Yes.
And here's another picture here in the back.
Oh, wow.
It's just an incredible book.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful, the beautiful presentation. I said, let's go ahead and raffle those off and give the opportunity for 3 people to own this book. But then I asked May for a special favor, and she generously said yes. I said, what if we put in a special gift in each of the books, a small but very, very, in my opinion, very valuable gift certificate towards our trip, and just make it special. And there's 3 people out there in this world that will be winning this book with its gift certificate that will make it possible for them to be part of this. And I'm so grateful to May for doing that. Each gift certificate will be different. The grand prize winner will be $200 off our trip, which is very generous, May. Thank you. The second prize is $150, and then the third prize is $100. So either way, I mean, surely enough we can take a nice break from the prize, even though, May, let me tell you, I have been shopping to go to specific, just regular Ireland tours, and your prices are very, very competitive.
Yeah.
Especially since I'm not going to be pushed into a tour with 200 people. I'm going to be allowed to stay in one place, a very noble village inn, beautiful inn, but it's not one of the ones that they put hundreds of tourists in. Yeah. So you will feel the heartbeat of Ireland. You'll get to know the owners. You'll get to eat their Irish breakfasts. Yes. It's just an amazing thing, but we're there. We don't have to pack and unpack.
Yeah.
Pack and unpack every day or 2. We're there. That's our hub. That's where we meet. That is our family that we come home to.
Yes.
And then every day we go somewhere else, because truly the country, I mean, it's not incredibly large where we can transport. So the amount of time, May, that you would spend packing and unpacking and going to different hotels, we're investing on the experience of Ireland.
Yes.
That is what sold me.
Yeah, and the thing about it is I know all of the people in all of these hotels.
You do.
And I love to bring people home to my hometown or to my area. And the hotel that we would be staying in for most of the time, it's Cawley's Hotel in Sligo, Cawley's Hotel in Tubbercurry in Sligo. And she amazes me because I could have 24 people, and this has happened on many occasions. We'll walk in, and within a half an hour, she knows everybody's name, every single body. And the great thing about her is her name is Teresa Cawley, and she makes my clients feel so at home. They feel like, but that's what I want. I want people to come home with me.
Yes.
I want them to feel at home, and I want them to feel like my family and friends when they come home to Ireland. And I am so happy that a lot of people will say we felt like we were at home. So it's kind of like home away from home, but you get the experience of seeing a beautiful country as well.
Exactly.
And the experience in this particular tour of actually the haunted places. I mean, as you said, where you go in Ireland, you're going
unbelievable. And I know that you've got quite a few to choose from. And we can go to the standard ones that bring in thousands of spectators, and because they're all over. You're taking us to secret places.
Yeah.
Not just they're secret, but they're also private.
Yeah.
And private in the sense that they're not written about everywhere, they're not known to be, etc. So yet we do have some incredible, I call them
Well-known.
well-known places, like our
Leap
place.
Castle would be one, I suppose.
Yeah, Leap Castle, exactly.
Leap Castle is world renowned.
It's not Leap, it's Leap Castle.
Leap Castle.
But it's spelled Leap.
Yeah.
And I would recommend, if you go to Haunted Journeys and you just search for Leap Castle, I want you to read that story. It's absolutely incredible. And to go to the Bloody Chapel, where actual assassinations were done, executions were done, simply because the castle owner did not want to pay for the hired help to help and restore. This happened in the 1800s. So 1800s. So, just horrible selfishness and greed and just an exploitation of mankind happened in those corridors. Of course, we all know that Sean, the current owner of Leap Castle, he's a fellow musician.
He is, indeed.
And we've got that castle all to ourselves that day.
We have it for the 2 tours that will come with us. We have the castle for the whole day. We have him, and hopefully we'll bring my son up as well, who's a tour guide with me, and he's an amazing top-class traditional musician. So we'll get them to play a few tunes for us, and hopefully, it might stir up something in the castle.
It's gonna make it come alive, isn't it?
So Maria, let me just see. So we were talking about the contest. So how can people sign on for this? And by the way, everybody, this is a free contest. We don't want you're not paying to enter or anything like this. It's totally free. It's not just confined to people from America. You can have it all over. And all we say is that you have to be 18 years or older.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
to participate.
And again, there's the 3 books. And everyone else that enters, are we giving them an ebook or?
Yes. And I want to mention that because a lot of people are a little hesitant about giving their private information. Emails and your name and where you live are very private information. And May and I give you our solid promise word that we will never that's something else that you don't get in a larger organization.
Shared.
Right. We will not share it. I cannot say the same thing with a lot of larger organizations and tourisms. They do sell your information because that's part of how they make their living. We feel that this is probably the most sacred possession that we have is your identification. Absolutely. And we will do everything we can to protect it, and we will. So that being said, the website is oh gosh, what is it?
Explore Haunted Ireland.
Yeah, that's right. ExploreHauntedIreland.com, and it has a link there for the contest. So it's a 2-step process, but we want it to be a 2-step process because before you commit to us, we want to show you what you possibly could win. And there's that beautiful book, and I give you the information on the book and the author, etc. But then if you go further a little bit down, the possibility of joining our tour, it needs to be showcased, and people need to understand what it is. So we've got some of the locations that we will be, there, and we get a beautiful video about some of the sites that we'll be going to. So we have all that information for you there. So it's important that you scroll down and see exactly what you're getting into, because that's important to us.
And just to let people know, the cost of the tour itself is only $1,700 per person sharing.
Right.
Now that covers all your accommodation. It covers 8 breakfasts, 1 night in a castle. You're going to actually,
and it's 9 days. This is not
this is 9 days. This is
9 days.
9 days. 8 nights, 9 days. It's 8 breakfasts, your accommodation, luxury coach, expert driver, expert tour guides. We're going to have a psychic medium. on board with us,
Mm-hmm.
and all your entry fees into all the venues that we go into, snacks and soft drinks on the bus, all your taxes and charges, your airport transfers, all of that is covered. The only
but
thing,
not the airfare, correct?
not the airfare. The only thing
Right.
that's not covered, we do not cover airfare, and we don't cover evening meals, and we don't cover. You can get on my website, if you go to the page, you can get travel insurance, which I would advise everybody to do. So, you know, it really is a very, very affordable for what you're getting. It's a really a very affordable trip. So, and then if any of the, whoever the 3 people are that win the trip, win the books, I mean, if you won the 200, you're getting the trip for 1,500.
That's right.
Even the 100, you're getting the trip for 1,600, which is really, you know, if you share, if you're sharing.
Do the research, go out there and see exactly, is a lady of the land going to show you the tour, and this trip you will, is we only have 24 per group, except for Halloween, where we're all going to get together and do a big party. Is it limited to 24 people? Keep that in mind, because there's no way you can enjoy this with a big crowd.
That's why we had the 2 tours. That's why we decided on staggering the tours and then coming together for the Halloween weekend, because we decided between the 2 of us, we thought, you know, we were going to get a big bus and then have maybe 50 people. And I'm not into the big buses or the big crowd. So I thought it's more intimate, it's more flexible with just 24 people. Yes. And everybody, from the experience I've had over the last few years, 24 people become very friendly. They end up having a great time, and they end up developing these massive friendships that last long after the tour is gone. Now, I'm not so sure that happens with a 50-seater bus. It doesn't. People tend to stay to themselves.
I don't know. I don't think they know how to sing either, May. So.
Oh, yes. We sing, we tell jokes, we tell stories. And believe me, with these 2 tours, there are so many like psychic mediums and people that are into hauntings and things like that. The stories that we are going to hear on the bus, Maria, is going to be priceless.
And I'm going to work on some secrets to introduce, which we will not announce until we're ready to get up and go. But we're going to have some additional treats that, again, I don't want that to be part of what we expect, but what we get surprised with. So there'll be
then just to finish up, when do people have to have their entries in by?
Oh, the last day is on Saturday, the 12th.
Is that where I'm going on the radio show with Sean?
That's Easter Sunday, April 13th, and then on the 12th, which is the Saturday before that, at 11 p.m. will be the last drawing. I will tell you, the response to this contest has been incredible. It's been incredible.
And just to let people know that the tours themselves, no more than the competition, the tours are not confined to people from America. If you're English, if you're Irish, if you're French, if we've got some Australian people coming. So really, you know, and I got
walking together.
Yeah, we got inquiries from Canada and from Peru and places like that as well. So I mean, this is an international tour. It would be, I'm really, really looking forward to this one, because there are people from all over the place. And again, if you see, or if you want to compete, or not compete, but be part of the contest, consider joining us on the tour as well. It's going to be fantastic. And it doesn't matter what country you're from. Even if you're Irish, you're going to enjoy this.
Yeah. I want to mention a little bit about the airlines, because I know with this Corona deal, things are a little bit, what's the word? Questionable right now. We don't recommend any of our current, in fact, it's pretty filled up. I think we've only got 6 spots left. I'm not sure how many spots left.
Something like that, yeah.
It's huddling down, but We don't recommend anyone buying any airline tickets for a couple of reasons. Number one, we just don't know. This thing is so unstable. We don't know. We think being all the way close to the beginning of October is going to be enough time, enough room, my God, to get this under control. Number two, as far as the air flights are concerned, right now they're very affordable. But some of them are not even taking reservations right now because, again, they don't know the status of what's going on. So we really recommend we can help you if you do make a reservation, and we will solidify you with the hotels, et cetera, et cetera. That's not a problem. We will help you get out of that if in the event that we have a complete shutdown through the end of the year, I really hardly don't think it's going to happen.
Don't have to worry about that. I think we're so far out, Maria.
Right.
Just in case, if don't actually,
just
I would
don't do the airlines.
Don't get your airline tickets until we say you should. You know,
and speculation is, and I do a lot of traveling, so I know a little bit about the trends of the airline market. Once we get out of this, they're going to want to make it easy for you to travel.
Yes.
And you will see some amazing deals come out. Yes. Now, I will let you know that if you live anywhere near Chicago, Miami, San Francisco, New York, and Atlanta, there is Air Portugal that is offering flights for $400, and $275 one way, just one way, $275. I think some of them were $250. My daughter is coming in from San Francisco. She's paying $275 one way from San Francisco into Lisbon, Portugal, and from there you take a short flight over to Dublin. Yes. So $275 one way is amazing.
Yeah.
Most of us are be able to put a second flight. So if you're interested in doing this, we will help you, personally help you find the least expensive trips. And that's one skill that I can help you with, of course, at no charge, because we want this to be about Ireland. We don't want you to put all your money into an airplane. So, and there are ways to beat those fares, and we've got those ways that we may. Yes, yes.
So, explorehauntedireland.com is where you'll be able to sign up for the contest. Hauntedjourneys.com is where you'll be able to find out all the amazing things Maria is doing. Mm-hmm. And then Secret Ireland Tours LLC.com is where you'll be able to see all the tours that I have on offer. There's one more announcement we have to make, and we're making it here.
Okay.
Are we making it?
I guess.
Are we going to do it?
Surprise me, I guess.
What about the
naughty.
mysterious adventure?
Oh!
Do you want to tell them?
So May and I have decided that we're going to collaborate and put all our interests together, and we're going to be creating a new organization. It's called Mysterious Adventure Tours, and that's exactly what it is. It's the first official touring company that is 100% dedicated to that which is mysteriously haunted, supernatural,
and not even necessarily haunted, but just mysterious.
Tours. Yeah. There's a lot of places with ufology and etc. interests. So we will present those to you. All that I can tell you, those itineraries will be incredible. Yes. The first one that we've planned out is for January, mid-January, and that's going to be the most haunted city in the United States. No doubt in my mind is New Orleans. And we will be combining, it's called a trifecta. It is a trifecta of what hovers over New Orleans, and that is the haunted, the vampire, and the voodoo. And 3 representatives from each of those are going to guide us through the French Quarters. We will be staying in the French Quarter. We will live, breathe, and just take in all of the French Quarter from the eyes of someone that does haunted investigations, through the eyes of a vampire and through the eyes of a voodoo master. And that is an incredible treat. And if you've not been to New Orleans, this is a trip that, and you love the supernatural, the haunted, this is a trip you will not want to. And I've researched, and May, I have not found anyone to do close to what we're thinking about doing.
And what are the dates for that?
Oh gosh, I think it's January. That's it. It's the 13th, 14th, 15th. It's Martin Luther King weekend.
Okay.
Of 2021.
And again,
oh, this is terrible. I don't know my dates.
Again, if you want to find out the information about that, I'm sure it'll be up on your Haunted Journeys.
Join our mailing list. And the best way to join our mailing list is to join our contest. So yes. You have two things there. Yeah. That ExploreHauntedIreland.com is actually the hub for everything we're doing, yes. Right, May? Yes, because it includes the links to Secrets Ireland tours. It includes the links to a lot of the sites that we're going to be going to in Ireland through Haunted Journeys. Yeah. And it will include you into our new venture together, which is Mysterious Adventure Tours. So very, very happy. This is like a dream come true for me. As a mature person, I have learned that history and the supernatural are areas to explore that most people don't put together, and we're hoping to do that with our tours.
All right, Maria, I think that's it for today.
Is that enough? Can we just go on for another couple of hours?
We could if we were late, but I think Zoom only allows us to do so many minutes.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yes. So anyhow, hopefully everybody will have a great week. Thank you so much for joining us.
Join up the contest.
Yes, join us. It's ExploreHauntedIreland.com to win that book with the voucher in it. With the.
Could I ask one more favor from our listeners? Would you do us a favor? We are a woman-owned company.
Yes.
Small business. We're struggling like everybody else at the coronavirus deal. We're trying to lift up the world with some hopes and plans for our future. Would you share this video?
Please.
I ask that from the bottom of my heart because we need support.
Yeah, please.
We are not a large organization. We're not a Fortune 500 company. We are two women with incredible passion, incredible hopes for our future, to share that with you and accommodate and make our lives like truly special. And we want to share that with you, all of you. So
thank you so much, Maria.
Please share this.
Absolutely. I would ask everybody as well that tunes in and watches this video, please do share it. It will mean the world to us.
It would.
And, sign up for the tours, sign up for the contest, and good luck to everybody out there. And you will be hearing who won it on the 12th of April.
The 13th, Easter Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
I'll be picking out the winners. So if you want to pay me off or buy me off, no problem.
I may do that.
No,
thanks, May.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, Maria. Thanks for joining me.
God bless you.
We're going to have to do it again.
We will.
God bless you too. Bye.